Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. May the name of God Almighty be glorified in everything that we do. Good evening to all of you, ladies and gentlemen, our special guests, dignitaries, parents, well-wishers, representatives of all our sponsoring organizations who have assembled over here today, and friends, all of you who have accepted our invitation and joined us amidst all this busy schedule that you may have today. I am absolutely thrilled to see that this hall of around 450 seats is jam-packed today. This is the first time in the history of Hope that we have filled this hall. Next year we may need a bigger hall. Doctor, I hope you will build a bigger hall for us. It's a 17 years of journey is always a great experience. And as I speak to some of the audience over here who say they get emotional as they see these children on stage, they get carried away by all the emotions that come to you as you watch these great children on stage. There's a lot that I would want to speak to, but my team told me, Dr. Rajeev, you have exactly 5 minutes to get off the stage. Otherwise, it'll be too long. And what we try to do is also give them enough time to prepare in the back as we bring in some kind of fillers like this over here. As you know, today's theme is emoticons, representing the various emotions that we all go through life, in the journey of our life. So I'd like to tell you a story. About 25 years ago, as first-time parents, my wife and I were filled with an emotion of joy and happiness, because that's when my first son, Steven, was born. However, this emotion changed to anxiety very shortly when the doctors suspected that this child has some kind of an abnormality. And very soon that emotion changed to emotion of sorrow because they confirmed that he had Down syndrome and that he would be special throughout his life. For me as a father, soon I was engulfed with the emotion of panic. Because I did not know anything about Down syndrome, I did not know anything about people with disabilities. I had never encountered anybody up front. Nobody in my family had any of these conditions, so I didn't know what to do. And I was worried. The emotion of sorrow started coming in. But then, this was converted into an emotion of expectation, because then I started knocking the doors of all the religious places, hoping that God would intervene and take away this Down syndrome from my son. Because that's what I thought. Maybe the doctors are wrong. Maybe God can do something. But nothing happened. Nothing happened. But before long, we decided that instead of being upset, being sad, unhappy, we started changing and creating an emotion of acceptance. Because I think that's what we all need to do as parents of children with special needs. Accept the fact that your child has special needs. And that's where everything else starts. And then from acceptance, we came to the emotion of curiosity. Because we wanted to know more about this condition. We wanted to learn about Down syndrome. We wanted to know, what can I do to help my son? And I think as parents of children with special needs, we all go through the same kind of emotions sometimes. We decline that there is a problem, then we go into acceptance, and then we have this curiosity. We want to learn everything about them. Something that life has taught me is that the emotion of happiness is something that you go through when what you get meets or exceeds your expectations in life. So you have certain expectations in life, and if you get it, or if it exceeds, then you're happy. But when you don't, then you're unhappy, and then the emotions of sadness and disappointment come into your life. So does it mean that we should not have any high expectations for our children with special needs? Does it mean that we should not have expectations in our own lives, as parents, as well-wishers, as a society that these people are living in? Of course we should have expectations, but what is important is to have realistic expectations. One of the issues that I see at Hope is that many of our parents come and put a lot of pressure on my team because they expect very high things from their children who are studying with us. There is no harm in this, but expectations also need to be realistic. My expectation for my son Steven were that he would one day, after all these years, he's now about 25, of speech therapy, occupational therapy, behavior therapy, you name it, he's gone through everything. He's gone through the academic programs that he has been attending. And I hope as a father, one day he would stand up and he would walk on his own without trouble. He would speak properly. He would be able to handle all the things on his own. Almost like a normal individual who has no disabilities. But life has taught me that this may not be the case and this may not happen in reality. So when we see parents of children at Hope pushing our teachers to see academic progress in their children with special needs, we need to understand that this child also has limitations. There is a limitations in how much they can absorb. There is limitations in how much they can perform. But that doesn't stop us. Doesn't stop my team, my amazing team of teachers, therapists, who come with so much of experience, education, in trying their level best to bring out the best in the child that are given to us at Hope. Our emotions must change parents from the stage of frustration and sadness into one of curiosity. Our focus should be to try to find out how to make the child as ready as possible to face this world. Believe me, this world is not a very kind place for them to live in. We may want the world to be very accepting to them, but it's not the case. So we have to prepare them to face this challenging world. Teach them to do everything independently. Everything, whatever they can do independently, make them do it. Let them help you in your houses. Let them go to shops with you. Let them do something to be with their siblings. Let them have interaction. Let them do whatever they are capable of without any restrictions. And this is the only way that we can bring out the best in the children who are given to us. At Hope Center, with our currently academic program that we focus on, we have initiated a new program, what is known as to enhance the focus on independent living skills and adult living skills. So my team has now created a whole new curriculum that is going to be integrated with the existing curriculum to make sure that we make these children as ready as they are to face this world. Because what will happen is, this will help our children to survive even after our time. Because we have to be realistic about the fact that sometimes these children will outlive us. So what are the world that we are preparing them for? How have we prepared them to live when you are not there to take care of them? This is something that we must all remember at this time. But this should not bring with it emotion of sadness or disappointment or fear. But we must accept that each child was given to us with a purpose. There is a purpose behind this child being born in our families. Because they too have a role to play in this world. And our job as parents and teachers and members of the society that they live in is to identify that role. And to identify the hidden abilities in each of these children. And to enhance these abilities so that they can overcome some of their challenges. Our role is to make this world a more accepting place by bringing out the emotions of compassion and acceptance. And this is why we involve so many volunteers here. Today, we couldn't have pulled off this program without the support of more than 180 volunteers who have come from all around town. Out of their own busy schedules, they have taken time to come and be with us over here. I have 17 organizations who signed up for volunteering with us today. Thank you so much for being over here. And these people are becoming more compassionate. They are becoming more accepting of these children because this is the world that these children are going to live in. And that's why we ask volunteers to come and join with us when we have this. In the case of my son Steven, his disability led to the founding of Hope Qatar Center. This, over the last 17 years, has actually become a beacon of hope to so many parents in Qatar. Today, by the grace of God, we have 120 students from over 20 nationalities. We have 42 staff members from more than 18 nationalities working with us. Most of them are master's degree holders and have a large number of experience in their areas. We are fully approved under the supervision of the Ministry of Education and Higher Education representatives of who are with us today. We thank you so much for joining us. It's your guidance and your controls that have made us achieve what we have achieved today. We have a 5 on 5 score on Facebook reviews, and we have a 4.1 on 5 score on Google reviews. Today in the world of social media, I think these numbers mean something. 98% of our customers responded that they would refer us to other parents and they want to bring the children to us, and we have fast become the first choice of parents when it comes to seeking education for their child with disabilities in Qatar because we care. And that's what you see over there, our taglines, first choice of parents because we care. And it comes from the heart. It's not just something we want to put on the wall out over there. We have a lot of other initiatives that we have started in other parts of the world. We have new initiatives we have started in Qatar. All this happened just because of Steven. Otherwise, somebody like me would have been working in a corporate world, enjoying my life over there without even focusing on things like this. So unknown to Steven or to us as his parents over the years, our emotion of depression, our emotion of desperation, and our emotion of fear has changed to emotions of hope and happiness for so many others. This is the beauty of life, yep. So let's enjoy the journey as emotions will continue to change throughout life. Today's challenges will be replaced by tomorrow's opportunities. And today's happiness is to be experienced today because nothing in life is constant. And we all know that there is nothing constant in life except change itself. Wishing everyone the emotion of peace, emotion of happiness, and most of all, the emotion of hope. May the Almighty bless us all. Thank you very much.